of our recurring themes has been the origin of cosmos, right? In the last 100 years, scientists, philosophers, theologians all agree that indeed the universe had a beginning. And when we jump to the law of causation, specifically the Kalam argument, it is that anything that has a beginning has a cause. And therefore, since the universe had a beginning, we would argue that the universe had a cause. Now, the theist immediately jumps to Creator God. Indeed, this is proof for a creator. The naturalist materialist will jump in and cry foul, because then they'll say, based on the same argument, the same logic, who created your creator? I'll go to A Letter to a Christian Nation by Sam Harris, and this is how he puts it. As many critics of religion have pointed out, the notion of a creator poses an immediate problem of infinite regress. If God created the universe, who created God? To say that God, by definition, is uncreated simply begs the question. You see where he's going there? He's saying that if you're going to use the law of causation to declare creator God, then who created God? And it's an infinite regress backwards to who created that creator, to who created that creator, etc. What I would do is I would take it one step back in logic, in reason. I go to Thomas Aquinas here. Now, Thomas Aquinas, who's not mentioned in Sam Harris's book, he basically appeals to two principles in scientific reasoning, and that is that every effect requires a cause, and nothing in the world is the cause of its own existence. Do you see where I'm going there? The notion is if there's an A, there must have had to have been a B that brought A about. And if there's a B, there must have been a C that brought B about. And that goes on and on and on backwards, but at one point, I have to have an uncaused cause, or there would be nothing in existence today. If there was no B that came before A, there would be no A. And if there was no C that came before B, there would be no B. And if you take that all the way backwards, there had to have been an uncaused cause. Think of a string of dominoes. You have a domino that knocks over a domino that knocks over a domino. I have to have a first domino, or that string of falling could never start. Do you see where I'm going? By logic, by scientific reasoning, by mathematical certainty, I had to have had an uncaused cause in the very beginning. Now, that uncaused cause is God for Thomas Aquinas. That uncaused cause for the naturalist materialist is a singularity, infinitely dense vacuum fluctuation in the metaphysical realm before all of this began. Do you see where I'm going? Nobody agrees that there is an infinite regress. Everybody agrees that there had to have been an initial starter, an initial cause. I just refer to that uncaused cause as God. And the naturalist, materialist, atheist refers to that uncaused cause as a singularity existing outside space and time in the beginning.